Welcome to today's video. My name is Paul Njahi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am excited today to come with yet another new video, a video that I have always wanted. This is a recipe that is very close to my heart. I've always wanted to do it because of how authentic it is, how African it is, how nutritious it is. But before we get into the video, guys, allow me to apologize for being away for quite some time. I got a couple of concerns from a few of my followers, and they're wondering, Paula, what happened to your video? What happened to your YouTube channel? We don't see you anymore. Guys, it's been up and down. I've been overwhelmed with a couple of things, but this time round, guys, I really want to stay. Like, I'm gonna be there. I want to be giving a video every week so that we keep learning new recipes. Your meals at home do not have to be boring, thanks to my YouTube channel. Why? Because you can always just check in and see, what do I make for dinner? They are easy to make, they are quick to make, and most importantly, very nutritious. Here we keep it nutritious because our health is our greatest wealth, so they say. So welcome to today's video, and join me, guys. Stick to the end so that we get to see the final product of this authentic meal. So let's get to the kitchen, guys. So I had prepared my potatoes, so I want to put them straight into the fire. You allow them to boil until soft, and as they boil, now we get into preparing the beans. So these are black beans. They're normally known for their tuxedo. They have a white tuxedo, which makes them very different from other sorts of beans. There they go. But once you cook them, the tuxedo kind of disappears. So you've got to mash them gently. They are a bit hard, but once well mashed, they bring out a very nice sort of white powder because of their high content in fiber and also protein. It's one of the best and most nutritious beans you can ever have. This is the final product after mashing, really good. And so at this time now, the potatoes are already well cooked. So we're going to remove them from the water so that they do not continue to cook further. And then once, as you remove them, you need to be careful because should they mash, now it comes to frying, they're going to give you a hard time. So you gently remove them without really mashing them. Yeah, gently with a ninio. A reed that helps to drain the water. Yeah. The reed goes beneath and then you pull it up so that you do not mash the potatoes. So you have to be very careful while doing this because they are almost like they are completely cooked. They are completely cooked. So if you're not keen with how you remove them, they're gonna mash, and once they mash now, we will not have a very good product. So the next thing now, some cooking oil into the cooking pot, and then some red onion right there. I'll fry the onion until it caramelizes. Yeah. And then once it caramelizes, now you go in with the tomatoes. Yeah, this is, I believe, one of the most basic way of frying food. Yeah. And then now you can go in with your spices of choice. Personally, I like to go in with a bit of a beef cube. It's kind of my standard spice. A bit of black pepper. I also love my food in black pepper. And then I also recently learned about this Royco spice for spicy wet beef, you know. It kind of brings out the best taste of food. You guys, you go try it. I'm not advertising. I'm just giving credit where it's due. And then once you go in with that, now a bit of stirring. Yeah, and of course my all-time curry powder. This is also another spice that doesn't miss in my meals. It's a very, very old spice, but it gets better by the day. Yeah, now we have our mix right there. You can add in a bit of salt to taste, a little salt to taste, and then a little water. You remember the water we removed from the potatoes? Yeah, that's the same water because it's rich in starch. So we just want to add a little just to make a sauce. A little sauce that will help to spread out the taste to our potatoes. Then now go in with the well-cooked potatoes. A bit of stirring them from beneath again. Don't mash them yet. A time to mash is coming, but it's not just yet. Yeah, just stir them gently. A little water so as they do not get to stick on the cooking pot, and also to make your food not so dry, because we are making mashed food, so you don't want to make it so dry. You want it a bit soggy. Yeah, and now the potatoes are ready, so we're gonna go in now with our mashed black beans. In my local language you call them Njahi. Very famous name. If you go anywhere and ask for Njahi, you will definitely get it. So we mashed them previously, so we're just gonna pour them in. Yeah, there you go. And now we're still in Paula's kitchen, so we got to grab everything out of the, yeah, and then I'll cover it up for about 2 minutes, just to allow the flavor from the potatoes, the flavor from the sauce, to just spread into our black beans, the mashed beans. And now to the moment that we've all been waiting for, the moment to mash them together. We are mashing them together because we are making one of the finest African food. Here we call it Mukimo. Mukimo can be made in different ways, but this is one of the finest ways to make authentic Mukimo. And now it's time to mash, 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 mash. Yeah, I will use this pesto to mash, making sure that we mash every part of it. We do not want to have chunks of unmashed potato. The reason why we mash, these black beans before, if you decide to mash them at the same time with the potatoes, they are normally very hard. They are unmashable. You have to mash them separately way before mixing them with potato. Yeah, so you have to keep mashing until you have fully mashed every bit of the potato. Yeah, I now repeat the mashing process again, now this time with a mashing stick, just to be sure that we do not leave any stone unturned. And then now I go in again with my other potato masher. This helps to crush any pending potatoes that have not been crushed, and voila, we are done. There goes our Mukimo. You can serve it with beef stew, like in my case. You can also have it with tea for breakfast. You can serve it with a bit of cabbage. So yeah, guys, feel free to try this recipe and let me have your thoughts on the comment section. Yeah, sumptuous, sumptuous. And being that I had made quite a lot, yeah, I decided to pack a few into the freezer using a vacuum sealer. Yeah, I have a video on vacuum sealing, how you keep your food fresh even for as long as 3-4 months. So guys, Feel free to check out that video, and until next time, I appreciate you. Bye bye. Remember to subscribe.